Hey guys, welcome to Pulse. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of haircut so you guys know that me and Albert, how we keep it so fresh. But we have here Salomon. He's a great friend of ours. He's been helping us out here at the podcast, and we want to give him a little chance to showcase himself because he's been a great help to us. All right, we'll get it going.
Let's get started then, man. There we go. All right, we're done, player. Thanks for coming. That's gonna be $50. All right, so of course we'll give you a number one on the side. Keep it nice and short on top, and then a little bit off the beard.
Yeah.
That way, make it look fresh, player.
I hate him and all his hair.
Man, this guy has a lot of hair, man. It's one of the lucky ones, bro.
Yeah, he's like a munchy cheek.
Well, my wife always says like a chia pet.
Like a chia pet,
bro. But yeah, man. So I met Solomon here through a mutual friend of ours. Amy was the one that brought me to you.
Yeah, it was during COVID too, bro.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember.
My hair was extra long during that time.
It was long, man. It was like, I could do a ponytail on you, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm glad y'all came, man.
Oh, no, yeah, definitely. I've always had a hard time, like, with barbers. They was always messing up my hair or, like, cutting my ears. But with you, man, you just... And what I loved about you is, like, you explained my hair to me, like what my hair is, man. And, like, what's going to be best for me.
Well, you have to, bro. It's like a consultation, man. I have to, let you know the way your hair type is. It's all straight, you know what I mean? So I have to tell you, like, hey, man, it's best if you cut it this way, because if you want that other cut, man, with that you show me a picture of a guy with curly hair, and then you have straight hair. I'm like, no, man.
But yeah, man.
Did he really?
No, it was wavy, bro.
Yeah.
But you know what? You have to explain them to like the customer the reality, the way the hair is, man.
Yeah.
Because they're thinking like, oh, it could be done, but you know they're not barbers, man. So I'm a barber, and I've been doing this for like 16 years already.
Wow.
So I have to tell them like, hey, bro, it's not gonna happen. I have to break the news to them. You know what I mean? But they'll get over it, man.
Yeah.
It's like something out. We got it.
I got it, bro. I was like, I won't get my wavy locks.
Hey, but Santi looks fresh all the time, though.
Oh, yeah, man.
Like I always have to tell my wife, like, I got my appointment scheduled, I need to get my...
I'm telling you, man. Every time he has a haircut, they put him on the profile.
Yeah, he does,
My wife wants to take a picture with him now, bro.
Hey, so how much do you charge?
I charge 30.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why so cheap?
Well, we're in the south side, man. No, the only reason I charge like that, bro, is because I want to give the people that can't afford like a good haircut, I want to give them a chance to come in and, you know, experience like what a good haircut is.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people, they can't afford like $50 haircuts and whatnot, and they think, oh man, I have to go to, you know what I mean, somewhere or
a fancy place.
Yeah.
They seem fancy and they still fuck your hair up.
Yeah, man. So I want those people to, you know, take advantage and experience, you know, a good, you know, nice environment, nice shop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, an affordable price too.
I mean, you can tell you really take pride in your work, man, and what you do. Everything that you do, really.
Yeah, everything from like your haircuts to your style, even to your own shop, man. It's like, it's very unique.
Yeah.
I am my worst critic, bro. Like we all are, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we have to be like, well, me, you know, I'm like, man, I could do something different here, or better, or you know. But that's the way we all are, man. We all criticize ourselves.
Yeah.
You know? Mentally, physically, everything, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought of you like Dos Equis guy, like, this is the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. Like, the ideas that come out of this guy's head is like, it's ridiculous. We're learning from him.
Yeah, I learn from y'all, man. I guess we learn from each other, you know.
Yeah.
It's just when I was going to I was working somewhere else a long time ago, man. And when I first started, right, I won't say the name, but anyways, there's people that I didn't like, but my dad always tells me, bro, like, learn from everybody, even the people that you don't like. Learn from them, man.
Yeah.
And I picked up some stuff from them too, man. Like, you know, they were cutting hair and everything. I was just looking at them, and they were like, do it like this. Let me see this right here. And I was like, oh shoot. Like,
Yeah, you remembered it.
yeah. I was like, okay, all right.
Rather than be hating and then not pay attention,
Yeah,
kind of like still.
Right. It's like that. I like those people, but they didn't like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I still tell them hi and everything. But even the people that don't like you, the people that treat you bad, learn from them. You know what I mean? And just don't say nothing like, hey, I'm learning from you, boy. Like, nah, just absurd, man.
Yeah.
The whole thing, you know.
So what got you into
The art, bro.
Art?
The art of cutting hair, molding hair, man.
Oh.
Yeah, it's freaking like it's you're molding, you're making it look good. You're giving this guy confidence. You know what I'm saying? So all that, like, y'all come, you have a good time, y'all relax, y'all get a good haircut. The environment is good, the presentation is good, everything's good, man. So when y'all leave the shop, y'all gonna leave, you know what I mean, happy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're like, all right, let's go to a dollar store so they can see my haircut. So what's next for y'all, man? What y'all gonna do?
For us, man, right now,
It's followers.
followers,
Like and
subscribe.
We really need y'all to subscribe.
Yeah, man. Like, we're here for San Antonio, but like, we also need y'all to show us a little love so we can keep bringing this to you guys. You know what I mean? Like, the more you bring us up, we're gonna bring everyone with us as well. We want to showcase San Antonio because San Antonio, it's a sleeping gem. You know, like, it's growing, but we feel like it needs more attention still.
Bro, I think Austin is growing. It's like years ahead of San Antonio, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, bro. Like,
But I kind of like that though. I don't want that fast pace. Because I've been to Houston and I didn't like it. You know what I mean? It's too fast for me.
Oh yeah, it's because we're getting older, bro.
That's true.
That's for me. I'm getting slower, man. The speed is the same. Bro. It's like when it takes me like 4 seconds to get there, now it takes me like about a minute.
And then when you get up, you're like,
Bro, I don't know how some people do it, man. They're like on Instagram and they're like 50 years old and they're like doing this. Or something like that.
yoga.
Yeah, I'm over here trying to pull up my underwear, bro.
You're just trying to get your sock
My
on.
sock, bro, like my stuff, like this, bro, like scratch my hair.
And you get a calf cramp.
Oh, bro, I don't know, man.
You get cramps in places where you're like, I didn't even know I had muscle there.
Right? Or you kind of like squat real quick, and the next day you're like, why is my legs still It's like, oh yeah, I squat the other day.
I did a squat.
Yeah, I did one squat. And that's what it is, man. We're getting old, bro. You know, we say, oh yeah, I don't want that fast pace. Nah, bro, you're getting slower. The pace is the same. You're just moving slower because we're getting older.
I hear that, man. I went to go spar the other day with a bunch of people. Man, I thought I was all chingon, like young. Got my ass kicked.
Trying to be a young buck.
How old are you right now, bro?
So I'm 39.
Oh, 39. Oh, yeah, that's right.
How old are you?
42.
42.
Yeah.
Man, you look good.
Yeah, he looks younger than both of us.
I wish, man, but yeah.
yeah, man, I remember seeing like Julio Cesar Chavez when I was a kid.
Oh, God.
Man,
You
that
know,
guy
people,
was.
People don't respect that man like they should.
Oh, yeah.
His record.
Oh, he's
Forget
freaking.
about
He almost 100 almost, man.
Yeah. And then he was like coming back from bars and then go straight into the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And he would just demolish those people.
Yep, that's true, man.
I like the pride that he had.
Yeah.
I got to see him train right here at La Mansión, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was very awesome, man. There was a lot of people there, though.
So you got kids?
I have 3 boys, man.
Oh, you're one of those. You shoot out boys, huh?
Yeah, that's it, man. It's all
Dang,
boys, bro.
I shoot out nothing but girls.
Yeah, he keeps all the testosterone for himself.
Man, I don't know how it is to have a female in the house, man, like a baby girl.
Yeah.
But I heard it's like a whole different experience, man.
Bro, it's awesome. I love it. It's so cool.
I would be
They're
scared,
so
man.
sweet.
Yeah.
Me too, man.
If
I'll be
I had a
scared
boy,
too.
Like, I'd probably be a dick with him. You know what I mean? Toughen him up.
Right.
But then with the girls, I can change myself and be loving where I used to not be. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can cuddle with them and play with them and stuff and talk
What's
to them.
that tough love, man? Like
Yeah.
my son, I give him some tough love. But if it was like, you know, like if it was too far or whatever, hey, get up, another day.
Yeah.
But if it was like, if I had a baby girl, I was like, oh, Mija, you okay?
Yeah, you do. I'm saying you do. You do.
Yeah, man. I know if I have a daughter, be my first kid be a daughter, man, she's gonna be spoiled.
Yes. Knowing you as wife, that baby's gonna be ridiculously spoiled.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to make sure like no guy impresses her.
Right.
Try to take her out to trips if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Take her Hawaii.
There you go, man. Well, yeah, y'all plan to have kids anytime soon or what?
Yeah, man. Like for our fans out there now, is like we'll probably. I guess everyone know now. We'll probably by next year, 2024, we'll be trying for kids.
Already, boy? Like in a few weeks now. We say 2024, it's like, nah, it's in a few weeks, bro.
Well, like deep 2024. How about that? Like,
New Year's Eve, man. You're like, don't call me.
but yeah, I mean, you know, it's exciting, but I'm nervous too about it.
Oh, you'd be an awesome dad. You'd be an awesome dad.
They say that the kids are a reflection of their parents, man. So you'll be all right, bro.
That's why my kids are very respectful. They're funny. They're their own people. They different personalities. That whole question where they ask you which one's your favorite kids, like, nah, that. Like, they're different. I love them differently. You know what I'm saying?
Choose a little
One more than the other.
Which is, I know which one I'm getting bail money to. Nah, man, but you've been here in San Antonio all your life?
Nah, man, I moved here in 1985.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they still haven't. The birth center mom wasn't still there yet. That's how old I am, bro.
Was the Tower of America there?
Yeah, that was built in what, 1950 something?
I can only clown because you're only like a tiny bit older than me.
No, man, yeah, no, San Antonio has grown though quickly, for sure.
Man.
I know when I was living here younger, my father used to put cement. And he says they was doing that for the Henry B. Gonzalez Center.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he was putting cement there, and now it's like a big convention place where they're always having huge events and everything there. Was it the superhero car show with Parker?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he hosts that one there.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I went to the other side of town that I used to live on, and I took this highway that I never take. And there's a giant overpass. I was like, where the did that come from?
Where at?
Oh, over there off of 410 and like WW White Road. At 410 and 90 on the southeast side.
Is it a new one or?
Yeah, it's a big old bridge that goes across that links the highways.
Oh damn.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I saw it the other day.
Oh snap.
I was like, am I lost? Where was that? I didn't see that before.
One time, I went towards the Bass Pro Shop, man, and I freaking passed Six Flags or Fiesta Texas, whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
I passed it because I was expecting to see a bunch of land, but now it's all businesses.
Yeah.
When you're driving, so that's how much San Antonio has changed, man. I don't even recognize it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But the good thing about it, though, like, even though it's growing, it still feels like a small,
It does. Yes.
small big city.
Yep. What I like about San Antonio, bro, is that you don't have to take the highway for everything, man. Houston, you have to take the highway for everything. I don't like that, man.
See, what I really like about San Antonio is the people. The people are like, yeah, there's travesudos, but there's a lot of really good people that'll help you out. You know what I mean? If you fall on bad times, you ask a neighbor for help, and they'll probably help you. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're not a bad person, but
That's why people want to retire here, bro, because everybody's nice here, bro. Not everybody, but like I'm saying, like a lot of people are nice here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I kind of think that's like the Hispanic like mentality of growing up, like respect. You know what I mean? Because that's how I was taught.
No, yeah, no, the community, that's what it is. You know, we help each other out. You help your neighbor. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even with my grandparents, when I think it was a couple of years ago, there was a hurricane that hit the valley.
Damn.
And then all the neighbors helped my grandparents like build the side of their house got hit with a branch and put a hole in it.
Damn.
But the neighbors all helped out, pitched in. You know, they started selling plates with them and everything, and they were able to nothing out of my grandparents' pocket. You know what I mean?
And then they came through, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
And I noticed that here in San Antonio too, when we had that grid shutdown during the snow. Yeah, like neighbors were helping each other out. You know what I mean? Like same thing. People were giving each other food, water. Yeah, that's a great thing here about San Antonio.
Oh yeah, man. Everybody comes together, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm the same way too. Like I had extra gas in my lawnmower, and I noticed the neighbors beside me, their stuff was long, so I just went ahead and did it. I didn't even tell them.
Yeah, that's what I did too, man. Like they're like on the sidewalk,
Mm-hmm.
just do it real quick, man. You know what I mean? My neighbors, when I used to live in the West Side, we used to do that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
My yard too, man.
Looking good.
There you
man.
go.
Who's this guy right here, man? Hook him up, man.
Sorry, ladies, I'm married. Except you, Salma Hayek, if you're watching.
Right. I still go with Jennifer Lopez, man. She's pretty too.
No, she doesn't.
That's almost creepy.
she's like frozen like Mariah Carey, man.
It's all that baby blood they eat and drink.
All right. What's their secret, man? All that Botox and I'm sure they have creams and whatnot too.
Oh, the cuero cream. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't heard that one.
Yeah. This crazy actress, she talks about it that they use the cuero from the Asians, the Korean boys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And they turn it into a cream somehow, and they use that on the face.
Oh shoot, I didn't even know that.
See, that's an extreme thing to do to get.
Yeah.
Well, people used to get that mercury, what do you call that? The little, you inject it in their freaking...
It's a venom. Botox.
I don't know what it was, man,
Yeah.
but they were dying.
Yeah, they inject it into your bloodstream. Yeah.
That boy, look at this guy right there.
Just get a head massage too.
And then he goes, ta!
Well, I'm glad y'all came by, man. Like, we all need to look out for each other, man. Small businesses and everything, they need to start, like, you know,
Collaborating.
yeah, man, because a lot of people, they only see your stories, man, but they don't like your posts and whatnot.
Yeah.
But they need to start, like, we need to start, like, supporting all this.
Yeah, that's what we've been trying to. I mean, now we got more small business starting to agree to be on the show. Future guests, you know what I mean? A little foreshadowing for you guys out there. But it was always that, like, they're like, all right, well, how much we got to pay you, or what's the catch? Every time we tell them, like, just come up on the show. And it's like, they're very hesitant because they don't understand that we're just here for the community and trying to bring everybody up.
It's cause you know, nobody's used to it anymore. Or
Yeah.
Somebody getting help, like, you know what I mean? In that way, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, if it's too good to be true, then I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
I catch that actually when I tell people, they're like, "Yeah, right." And I'm like, "Look, follow them." You know what I mean? Yeah.
A little bit of holy water for my brother.
There you
Oh, it's burning.
go.
Fresh.
All right, now we got up next. We'll have Albert.
Nice. So you just shave them off.
Yep.
Give them a reverse mohawk right here. A la madre, what's this? You got the battle scars right there, bro.
Oh, you saw him?
Yeah, man.
That's 18 staples.
Damn.
Yeah, man. See, when he was a little kid, you know what I mean? He would fit underneath the cafeteria tables.
Oh,
And I would just run underneath and it just kept hitting his head. And I was all in high school. You know?
It was just yesterday.
Oh, so you can just leave it like that, right at the bottom. And just.
Hey, we get 1,000 subscribers. I'll leave them like that.
I'll do it too. I'm a whore. Yeah, I'll do like the sticky bandit.
Yeah, man, right there, like Joe Pesci style, boy.
There you go, look, see it. Hey, that's where I'm heading, bro. It'll be there.
I think I like him.
Yeah, man. And I told him about the biotin that you told me.
Yeah, man, it's
I gotta get the money for the end.
finasteride.
Yeah.
Yeah, biotin and tropical finasteride is good for your. Yeah, man.
Isn't that crazy how we have scars outside, but a lot of people don't see the scars, internal battle scars that we all have, man.
Oh, yeah. You know, I always say that, like, I can take physical damage, no problem. But when somebody, like, breaks my heart or my trust, man, that really hurts. That sticks with me forever.
Well, it's the internal battle scars on the people that you most love, bro.
Yeah.
And they don't know they did that to you.
Yeah.
That's when that internal battle scar that we have is still like fresh, bro. Like any little touch right there, you can open it up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, man.
Yep.
That's why, you know, we have to learn how to cure, you know what I mean? Learn how to cure ourselves with it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I grew up really, really bad, like, abused and stuff. You know what I mean? And then fighting all the time because of the bad areas. And it's not like I wanted to, you know?
It's like mentally abused or...
Yeah,
you know,
that too.
It's worse than physical abuse, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's why people get anxiety, panic attacks, depression, and all that crap, man. Because the internal it's not even healed yet, man.
Well, I still have that too.
Yeah, bro, and it's funny because any little smell or you see a color or you
Yes.
hear music,
Yeah.
it triggers it, like it opens up the wound right there, man.
Yep.
And, you know what I'm saying?
There's certain songs that I listen to, I'm like, man, change that shit. Or like, I had a tattoo on my ring finger and I kept seeing it and I'm like, I hate thinking of this person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had it covered up and then it made me feel much happier, you know?
Yeah, they live rent free in your head, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. And you know, I gotta
Get up to some single moms too, man, because you know I know some of them could be like, but some of them are like very like, you know, they have to like, or single dads, single moms, anybody that's by themselves. You don't even have to be a freaking father or
a foster or something like that.
You just have to be alone, man. And those people that are alone, bro, they have to make themselves laugh. They have to comfort themselves. They have to motivate themselves.
Yeah.
They have to like for everything for themselves. They have to learn, bro. And those are the most dangerous people, man. Because they're freaking.
Yeah.
They're gonna be strong mentally, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's where I'm at right now. You just described me. Man. And they tend to raise the toughest kids too, you know what I mean? Because they put it in perspective with their kids. But then those kids know that that deep love, you know?
Yep.
The polish on the head.
I'm gonna look like Krillin.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Dragon Ball Z, man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what? They should make a Dragon Ball Z movie, man.
Dude, don't bring back. Okay, they made that. They made one.
They made two.
Yeah,
They made
it's,
two?
They made two Dragon Ball Z movies.
Okay,
man.
Live
I only
action,
seen the
talking
first
about-
one.
They
Like,
both suck.
yeah.
I don't, man.
Have you seen the animated movies?
The anime movies are good.
Yes.
Yeah, those are good.
Those
But
are
like
good.
I'm talking about like the
Live action.
live action. Man, if they do that, like
The way it looked, like, I love the One Piece, and they did a good job with the live
they did a
action.
good job too.
So it's like there's that potential now for Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball Z was the reason why nobody really wanted to touch live action animation anymore,
Oh, really?
because of just how bad it came out. It literally lost a lot of money.
I'm saying like you can do like the Marvel, like the Hulk, and you can do Dragon Ball Z, man. Like straight up, like
Yeah, it's the capability is there.
Yeah.
who owns Dragon Ball Z though, man?
Toriyama.
Toriyama, right?
Yeah, Toriyama.
Like you don't want to like, be a good sport and let Universal or somebody take over.
I don't think no one's really approached him for it. Like, at least a big company. If he's gonna have to do it, he has to give it to a big company.
Yeah.
Just so they can put the love into it. But yeah, I think after that first one that flopped, I don't think nobody wanted to touch Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
But now with Captain Marvel and how she's all glowing and everything, I mean, you can do the same thing for Goku
Yep.
now.
Hey, so who's your favorite villain?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Villain?
Yeah, Dragon Ball.
Oh man, I love Vegeta, man.
Oh, when he was a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still the villain, man. He's just,
Everybody always forgets
Yeah.
what he's done.
Yeah.
yeah, he's still the villain, bro. He hates Goku still, man.
Yeah. That's why he trains so hard still.
Yeah, he's still training. He wants to beat him, dude.
Yeah.
He just wants to beat him, man. So he's not, once a villain, always a villain, boy.
And people always be like, nah, he's good. But it's like, okay, you're talking about years of the show being out. It feels like a long time, but in the Dragon Ball universe, he still recently just killed a whole stadium of people in that Buu saga.
Yeah,
Like, it wasn't too long ago in the timeline.
yeah.
Who's your something?
My favorite villain?
Yeah.
My favorite villain, I like to go OG Frieza.
OG
Frieza.
Frieza.
Yeah.
Down and down.
Gold Frieza or the OG one,
The white one.
white and green?
Yeah, the wall. I started watching with Dragon Ball Z Kai, so that was the Frieza that I grew up with. It's a different Frieza when you go to the original Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
But I just love Frieza in general. Like, that dude's,
He's just nasty, though.
yeah, he's just the biggest shit talker.
And he's so arrogant.
Yeah, and then he's racist as hell too.
And then he was in the happy world, right? For a
Oh,
while, too.
yeah, full of teddy bears and everything.
And then couldn't you not move either?
Yeah, he was like in a cocoon or
Yeah.
something. He just had to bear and watch it the entire time. Yeah, I almost said Cell, but I have to give it to Frieza.
Mine would definitely be Majin Buu.
Majin
Oh,
Buu.
Majin Buu.
Yeah,
Dope,
yeah.
man.
Because just the fact that he would consume, like, kind of like Cell,
Yeah.
and then he just, every formation, even the Fat Buu was
A menace.
strong.
Yeah, Fat Buu was. And then the Kid Buu?
Baby Buu, yeah. The Kid Buu, yeah.
That was dope too, man.
And just the way he looks and the way he can maneuver his body and stuff, like,
Yeah.
he's scary looking.
Where's the other guy one? The one where he was controlling time and he was just
Oh, hit?
hit. Yeah.
Or are you talking about Jennifer?
No, Jemba wasn't controlling time.
Yeah, he did.
It was the one that was after Goku. He was gonna kill Goku or something.
Yeah,
like that.
that's hit. That's in Dragon Ball Super.
Right, that was a good one right there.
Yeah. Janemba didn't control time. He controlled space.
Yeah.
He controlled space. That's what it was.
What about Lord Buried?
But he's not evil in the sense of like that's
He
just
just doesn't care.
it's a job. Like,
Yeah.
It's just his job to be like, all right, this planet's not worth it. Bye. But that's where the Supreme Kai's jobs are to make sure and raise these planets to be worth, like staying alive.
Right.
But don't get me wrong, Barbers, I love Barbers.
Yeah, he's a bad dude, man.
Bad dude, yeah.
If I have a cat, like one of those hairless cats.
Yeah.
Beers. Yeah. That'd be great.
Oh man. I know they're taking a while to animate the new ones, man. I just want them to do it already.
No, man. I'm on it.
It was the shine of the head.
I know, right? All that polish and everything.
I know I had to convince Albert to not do dreads. It's like, no.
Do it, man.
I hate seeing those old dudes and they're bald and they still got dreads on the bottom. Like, hey, let it go, dude. Like, I tried to grow a mohawk and it was thin as like, get the out of here. This is gone.
But see, you're lucky that you can pull off a bald head, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think my mom loved me a little, so she didn't leave me laying on my back. So she held me. I always remember that I was at a job site and this dude had like the flattest back of his head. And then my foreman goes up to him and he goes, "Hey, bro, what happened to your head?" And that guy was like embarrassed. He goes, "Oh, nothing." And he goes, "Well, it's because your mama didn't love you and she never picked your ass up." I was like, "Damn, bro, that's so mean."
Like, forget this kid, man.
Oh yeah, when it's just a job field full of dudes, man, the insults can get cut.
Oh, yes,
yeah, man.
Yes. There's
Especially
a lot
like
of fights.
Yeah, man. Construction and everything, bro. Like,
Oil fields is another one.
oil fields, yeah.
Insults, man.
That's tough love right there, man.
That's another thing that sucks about getting older is like you like lose the hair from the top of your head, but then it goes to like your back.
It moves out, bro. You know what?
It travels. It's like I don't like the sun no more.
I don't want to be here no more, man. Forget this. I'm going to this guy's nose, man. I'm moving into the years, boy. You know, it looks good right here. I like the view. Let's go to this guy's butt right now.
At least you guys aren't in that field, like the waxing,
That Brazilian wax and everything. Sheesh, man.
Oh, it feels so fresh.
Fresh.
Yes.
So fresh and so clean.
Okay, let's go.
All right, brother, man. How do you feel after your haircut, man?
I feel fresh.
Fresh, right?
Fresh, man. Oh, how about you?
Dude, I feel good. I needed my beard trimmed,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
For
it's
real.
looking kind of scruffy.
It was scruffy, man. But he's like always like getting my beard well, cause I got like a natural like cowlick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a natural one, cause I always sleep on this side, so my beard like kind of like skins to my neck a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he knows how to like.
You sleep on one side?
Yeah, dude. For some reason, I can only sleep like this way. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like if I
So
try going.
is that why you have your hair coiffed to the other side so you don't fuck it up?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I always have my part right here, dude, and it's annoying sometimes because there's like I like sleeping towards like the door, like facing the door.
Oh yeah, just in case.
Just in case, but
Yeah.
like when there's like hotel rooms or like I'm staying at someone else's house,
Yeah.
it's like if I have to do this way, I just
You
can't.
just can't do it.
I can't do it,
Well,
man.
then I think I'm screwed because I sleep naked all the time. but think about it. Can you imagine if you're trying to rob somebody and some naked little Mexican comes running at you? I'd be like, ew, get away.
Heck, man, like, nah, I don't sleep like 100% naked, but I sleep at least with like my
chones?
My chones, you know what I mean?
My mom, I don't know if this is a word. Because she might have made up another word. She calls it quirinky-dinks.
Nah, she made up that word, bro. She made up that word. Props to Albert's mom, man. Like straight up.
No, you're teaching me wrong, woman.
Nah, man, like definitely like, but I can do like gym shorts.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can do gym shorts. I can't do a shirt. I feel like it cuts the circulation or something somewhere. But I always have to have a fan on.
Yeah. Oh,
Always. Like my wife hates it.
Do you like the sound too?
Yeah, I can't sleep quiet.
Yeah, same here.
I have a white noise. I use the Alexa or something. You know what I mean? My wife, she likes to sleep in complete silence. Like complete. Nah.
That's when my head starts going, and I am not going to sleep.
No, like I tell her, like that's how every scary movie does it. Like right before a kill or something, like it goes complete silence.
Hey, that's true.
And
You're
that
right.
and that's what it freaks me out. Like I'm waiting for something to happen or a sound, and then when I do hear a sound in complete silence, like I wake up.
Yeah.
Like, but if there's a white noise or a fan, like people can be stomping around and I won't wake up.
Yeah.
It's just weird for me.
You know what though? It's kind of bad though because like specifically for horror movies, it's a known scream rule. If you have sex, you gonna die.
You're gonna die.
Yeah.
It's the rules of a horror movie. See, but that's the thing, you know what I mean? Like in horror movies, though, like I think now they've played on those rules and kind of made fun of them.
So, yeah.
And it's like now you see like, oh, like yeah, they're having sex, and then there's their friend in the living room not doing nothing, but the friend in the living room dies.
They die too.
Yeah. It's like okay.
but what always got me was like, how did they know? Do they smell it or do they hear it or?
It's called Serial Killer App.
It'll send a ping.
Go peeing like, hey, over
Google
here.
Maps. Hey, they're goosing. Go get them. And they're not married.
Oh, right. Oh, that's the big one, right? Like they're not married.
Who does that?
Right? Like
Nobody does that.
heathens now. Oh man, but
Hey, so I wanted to ask you specifically about Solomon. Like, how do you feel about him like as an individual?
dude, like when I first met Solomon, and I've told him before, man, like he's such an idea guy, but he's such a great entrepreneur.
Yes.
And he'll tell you like straight up, like he's failed so many times, but from that failure he's learned. And that's what I've always admired about him. That's why I've always, every time when I see him and I get my haircut, I always ask him like, oh, what do you think about this? And a tidbit to that too, like he's not just a barber, man. He does photography. He does video editing. He does his own videos. Like if you guys go to Southtown Barbers on TikTok, that's all him. Everything that he has, that's all edited. All the photos at the studio, that's all his photos.
My God, they're so gorgeous too. And then the way he was like teaching us, like how to make the scene look more like a movie and using contrast and stuff like that, and like better ourselves.
So if you see today's video, like comparison to here at the studio and then over there at his barber shop, that's all the settings that he did. You know what I mean? Like he has a great eye for it, and he's not selfish about his knowledge either, man.
No, he's not. He's like us. He just wants to help people out. Just like, I mean, it's the exact same mindset that we have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Like the pride in San Antonio.
Definitely. And he said it, like one of his barbers left to open up his own studio, and he still gives advice to that barber for his studio, and it's like that's technically a competitor for him, but for him he doesn't see it that way.
But didn't he actually help him out find the studio and then
Dude, he helped him with everything, dude. And it's like
he's not a stingy person. He's a very caring person.
Yeah, he's not a hater, man.
No,
not whatsoever. He wants to see his raza grow, man. Like, and that's sometimes the thing about Mexicans, man. Sometimes we're envious people, man.
Oh my God, yes we are.
And it's like as much as you don't want to believe, like, oh, you know, like yes, we're a very tight knit family community, but there's that level of like, since we're so tight knit that like, oh, we don't like to see other people leave and grow.
Yeah.
But it's like, nah, you gotta nurture that as much as possible, because I mean, was raised mostly in South Texas, but I mean, I was born near Dallas. I lived in San Antonio when I was like maybe in elementary. Then I was mostly raised in South Texas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. I moved quite a bit, but I loved San Antonio when I was little. It's like it was such an amazing city. So when I grew up, I wanted to come back here, and that's why I'm here, and I love it to this day still. Like I don't know, it's just something about San Antonio just makes you want to stay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's a lot of people like that. Even people who are like tourists and they come here and they like dig the vibe and how friendly we are and stuff like that, and how like it is a slower pace, but it's welcoming. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people come from places where it's just way too fast, or it's just way too slow. San Antonio's like a perfect medium.
Got that little balance.
Yeah.
And like even though we might not have like in certain places about like Austin, Houston, Dallas, they all have like this glamorous little stuff that they have about it. But San Antonio is a little bit more hidden. It's about more about hidden gems.
Oh, I love it.
Like you have to be a resident to like know those little gems. You know what I mean? It's not like these other places where it's like where to go to in Houston to find the best spots. And here you have to be talking to a resident to go to these places.
Yeah.
But yeah, Solomon, man, like he helped. Another tidbit for you guys. Solomon did my my wedding photos.
Oh, those are fire.
Yeah,
Fire.
man. And this was so like this is how great of a guy Solomon is. Like this was like literally the week of the wedding. Our photographer dipped, took our deposit and just dipped.
He ganked y'all.
Yeah, man. Like,
bro,
like we were, our wedding planner was trying to get in contact with them. We were trying to get in contact with them. No response.
Yeah.
And then we're like, you know what? We knew that Solomon did photos, but we were feeling bad because like we knew if we were gonna contact him, one, it's last minute. Two, we wanted him as a guest mostly than just
to put him to work.
To put him to work, and it's like we felt bad. And then on top of that, we only had half the budget that normally a photographer would get paid for.
Yeah.
And he still agreed. And then, in all honesty, his photos came out better than we expected from any photographer that we saw here in San Antonio in general. So it's like amazing. Other photographers would just tell us like, okay, you're gonna pose here, no direction, no nothing. With him, he was like, oh, this is gonna look cooler, or like this is gonna be, and showing us like this is why it looks better this way. So we loved it. Overall, great guy, and his shop, man, his shop is so dope too.
Seriously.
The decoration.
Oh my god! And that's all his planning.
Yeah.
That's how his brain works.
He could. I mean, that's another side business he can do, like interior design.
I know, right?
Like,
he could.
Like same thing with here. You know what I mean? He saw this and he's like, "Oh, you guys can do this. You can add all the lighting. Like he can do that too on if he really wanted to.
Yeah.
You can go to offices or like people's homes and Solomon maybe is another idea. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. And speaking of, we might be painting our office too, so the background might pop a little more.
Yeah.
So
hopefully,
look forward to that.
Yeah.
But for me, and I keep making this joke, like the Dos Equis guy,
Yeah.
the most interesting man in the world. No, no, I met him. His name is Salomon. That dude is his brain, the way it works, and it's so like invigorating. Like you get inspired by him. You know what I mean? And it actually like say you're feeling low, like man, maybe our views, like and subscribe.
Right.
So maybe our views aren't that high, but they'll get there. And the fact that he says that like something's gonna pop, we like truly believe in it. We believe in it too.
Yeah. But speaking of pop, shout out to Martin Phillips though like, yo, and if you guys don't know, check out those views. Those are like, it's a 310 right now. 317. It's like, yo, that's shout out to him and success that he's great. And he's only going to get up even higher. So, like, the fact that we got him here, it's amazing on top of that. But,
which was a good interview.
It was.
We haven't had any bad interviews.
We haven't had a better. We've had
weird ones.
Yeah, some weird ones. We won't say no names, so go check out those videos. You guys can guess which one it was. But even if they were weird, man,
it's still cool.
It's such a cool dynamic with all our guests, and and then we've had a run a little bit of just mostly comedians. But we're branching out to a little bit more because, I mean, in the beginning, that's all we had access to was comedians, which we're grateful for. But now we're getting integrated a little bit with San Antonio because now they can see that we're legit, and it's all thanks to you guys viewing and subscribing to this channel. We can get it more, and we'll bring you guys more San Antonio. But also, did you know that Solomon, dude, he rides bikes too, man.
He's actually got 3 Instagram pages, and they're all equally fire. Like they're so interesting. The content is fun, you know what I mean? It's funny, It's just fun to watch. Like everything this dude comes up with is fire.
Yeah,
like,
even the motorcycle ones, they look
I love
so dope.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like sometimes I'm thinking like, man, how did he get those shots? You know what I mean?
How did he get those shots?
I know. I think he said one was.
Does
like,
he have the 360 rig with the GoPro?
Yeah, he has one with the GoPro. I think he said now he's looking into getting like a drone.
Oh,
so I mean, he's borrowed one from I believe his friend. I'm not 100% sure if it was his friend or he actually owns it, but man, he's definitely bringing up his video game, his level.
Yeah.
And grace is next to him, but speaking of the motorcycles, man, have you rode some motorcycles or or have you had any wipeouts? Let's see.
All right. Yes, I have. I'm not gonna say his name, but he knows who he is. I doubt he's watching. So there was one night we were at. I was working at a dealership, right?
Yeah.
And it was late, and we were trying to get more tickets because it's all commission, right? So if we didn't do well, we're gonna stay late. And we're still gonna try to get work.
Yeah.
It wasn't happening, so we're effing off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So then I told my buddy, I was like, "Hey, I've never been on a bike before."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Take me for a ride," and he's like, "Well, that's gay."
Pause.
Cap. Well, I talked him into it, and then it's over here on Days of Vala, and then we hit the access road. It's actually kind of funny. There was we got hit by a stoplight, and there was a Honda Civic right next to us, and I'm bigger than him, so like I'm holding the bike like this, like riding bitch, right?
Yeah.
And then I see the dude. He looks like this, and he smiles, and then he taps his buddy on the leg. So then I told my buddy, I was like, "Hey, play along," and he goes, "All right." So then when they both looked and they started laughing, then I rubbed my buddy's like thigh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my buddy grabbed my hand, and he looked over, and then I go, and they're like, "Ooh!" So we thought that was fun, whatever. But I told him specifically, don't go fast, because I don't know how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
He was like, "It's simple. You just dip with the bike." He's like, "Whatever you do, don't grab me." He's like, "Hold the gas tank."
Mm-hmm.
Bad idea. First thing he does is he punches it. And this road usually isn't winding, but when you're going that fast, the turns are really sharp. So right away, and then I didn't know this, when you first start riding a bike, you got to get acclimated to it. So like tears are coming out of my eyes, mocos, saliva, like just like on the cartoons, just like, you know what I mean? And then my hands got sweaty immediately. So I started sliding off the bike while he's dipping it down to the floor.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to go with him. Well, this lady comes out. She blocks one lane, and then I don't know what happened. She freaked out, and she goes into 2 lanes and blocks both lanes. Now, there was a center median and then 2 lanes on the other side. Just by chance, he swerved, and then there was a car on this lane, and then he missed this one. We couldn't get on the curb because it's a bike.
Yeah.
So then now we're in oncoming traffic. So the cars are coming, and he's going right down the middle, and he's flashing his lights and honking the horn. So people were acting like I don't know. It was like a movie. Like people were locking their brakes up and stuff.
Okay.
Like they were scared. You know what I mean? Which made it worse because then we were like this getting through them. So then we pulled over. We finally got to the light and we pulled over to an apartment complex. And then it wasn't funny. It was more nervous. I just laughed like I'm alive. You know what I mean? Like I made it. Like holy crap. And then I got off the bike. I was like, "Hey." I was like, he's like, "What's that for?" I was like, "I told you, don't go fast, dude." So yeah, that was my only experience on a bike. I almost died, and that's why I shouldn't be on a bike because I'd probably do the same thing myself.
Yeah, man.
Have you?
I've never been on a bike. Like not like I did only like 2 rides, but on like on a dirt bike. You know what I mean? And I don't really count that too much.
They're not that fast.
They're not that fast.
They're pretty. Yeah.
They can get fast, but I didn't do it for like long distance. It was like literally just in the acres that my parents had, and then maybe just down the street and back. So it wasn't.
But you know how to work the clutch.
I work on also 'cause we have mostly ATVs.
Does it work the same way?
It kind of works the same way.
It's coming from an automotive guy.
Yeah, see, there you go. But it's quicker with the more like with a dirt bike. You have to be quicker. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to be quicker. It's not as fast. Like if you do an ATV, you're probably if you're only used to motorcycles, you're probably gonna do it too quickly.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, because they're like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the throttle is like. Ning!
Yeah. So for me with ATVs though, I've done it where I've crashed into a tree. I've crashed into a tree. I hit where like the grass is kind of like a little bit up off the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did a turn, the back tire hit it. So that's when I got flung. The other time, my worst one was when I thought I was gonna make it past a canal, and I didn't.
What happened? You went straight in?
No, it wasn't even that. It was more okay. I don't know why, but I thought I could make it with a ramp because one side of the with a really ghetto makeshift ramp.
So you put like a 2x4.
A 2x4, a plywood. It was a 2x4, like a stack of 2x4s and just one plywood.
Oh, that's a terrible idea. That's in your head.
In my head, it was in high school. In my head, it was like
you were in high school.
I was in high school.
You should have known better.
Nah. My grades would say otherwise. Nah,
hey, but then you have no common sense.
Hey, I had B's and A's. It's just for me, it was more like I just wanted to show off to my primos. It's always that. Like I can do it. But the worst part is nothing was like nailed together. Nothing.
You just went right into it.
Was it actually?
Did it?
Impressively, the two wheels in front did make it, but then I felt the back ones hit down.
Oh, so you went up like?
I went up like that. But the worst part is, so where I started the canal, it was like here, and the other end is higher. But for some reason, I thought our little makeshift ramp would shoot me straight up. So at first,
you just slammed right into it, didn't you?
First it went like this, and then all of a sudden, it just went straight. Oh. So I went boom, so just straight into my straight into my chest, and then for some reason that, and then for some miracle, it just went straight down. All four wheels just went straight down.
That's a miracle?
It was a miracle because it was a really high incline. So I could have just gone back.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Rolled backwards?
Yeah, rolled backwards. Or I could have just been flung straight to my face into like the front of the whole canal.
Or you could have ate it on the handlebars.
I could have ate it, but it was my chest, and then my cousins were just all shocked and everything. We're just there. I'm just at the bottom of the canal, like with no. I'm just trying to catch my breath, man. And then
you go like.
They're all
stop. You're like trying to breathe in, like.
And they're asking, "Are you okay?" I'm just like, for a whole minute.
Obviously not.
Obviously not. So then my parents weren't home.
Yeah.
So then, like for the next 2-3 hours, we're trying to figure out how to get this ATV out of the canal. We're talking about maybe on the short end, it was 15 feet.
A la verga.
On the high end, it was 22 feet. You know what I mean?
That's high, fool.
Yeah. So, because at that point, once I got my breath, I'm there trying to like go up this like maybe like 70 degree incline. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm trying. I'm maybe going.
You're still driving it?
I'm still going. Yeah. Well, once I got my air, and then I magically was able to like turn it around back to the shorter end. You know what I mean? And I was able to get maybe halfway up every single time. At that point, it was more, we got some ropes from like when, from the horses that we had extra rope. Yeah. So we tied it to the railing that I had in the front of the ATV. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go. And once I get halfway, guys, you can start pulling.
Yeah. And
I think after the second hour, we finally got it.
Second hour?
Yeah.
So you were there for like 5-6 hours after the accident?
No, after
plus driving around.
Well, driving around, obviously, trying to find the most sturdy ground spot, because a lot of it was just held up by roots of like the grass, the vegetation. So every time I try to go up it, you can just feel the dirt.
Oh, that's that South Texas stuff.
Yeah, dude, it was like loose and everything.
Yeah.
So now I know. Don't use it. It wasn't even like a high-powered ATV.
Oh, no.
It was like one of like the cheaper models. You know what I mean?
So Mexicans can't fly?
Nope, man. We're too short for it.
I'm too short. You got a good size.
Well, even for that, and it was like I think I was probably too big for that ATV in general. Like that ATV was like
Don't get me wrong, it's still
Was
powerful.
this when you were working out?
Yes, that's when I was working out, and this is when this.
Oh, of course you thought you were chingon.
Oh,
and you
of course,
could fly
man.
across the canal.
And it's like, I don't know why I thought in my head, like, oh, if I can't make it, I'll just jump off the ATV. Like in the movie. But once I felt those first two go up, I was like, I didn't know what to do. Yeah.
And then, did you gun it too? When it kicked up?
When it kicked up, I think I did, but once it straightened out, I think because I moved forward, I finally, yeah.
Okay.
So it was just all by luck, man. It just went the way it did. But but my cousins were more like the motorists. I'm just more like whatever I had there at the time, because I had to go for the horses. I had to strap them up, tie them to ATV, and kind of just walk them around a little bit. That was just me being lazy. I couldn't walk the horses.
So you just tied them up and then pulled them?
I just like all lazy.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Solomon again, so when he started shaving my head, he was like, "Oh, battle scars," and I was like, "Oh, I forgot about that." You know?
Well, because you don't see them, so you forget about them.
And
right?
then when I got my tattoo, Altered Tattoo Studios.
Yes, that episode will come out. Yes, hopefully soon.
Yeah. It's no.
It'll be a surprise.
Not yet. Yeah. So I don't know how much I can say on YouTube. Or,
yeah, just censor yourself as much as you can, I guess.
It was just because of what I was doing was not really good.
Mm-hmm.
I was taking customers' cars and I was drifting them.
Okay.
So when the 350Zs and the 370Zs came out, they were easy to drift.
I'm guessing Nissan?
Yes.
Okay, I see.
Of course.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking questions.
I only rock Nissan. Always. No other brand. Just Nissan.
And that's why he always has different alternators. Try to throw a little bit of shade out there. I don't know. I'm more of a Toyota guy myself.
Hey, your car's cool though. I like
my little car, man. Love it.
When are you gonna get a Supra?
Well, see, now that we're thinking about family, I'll do it more for the 4Runner.
Oh,
yeah, man. And I like the 4Runner.
They're nice.
Of course, that's the highest I'll go, like, for size. I'm not going to get no Sienna or anything like that.
Get a Land Cruiser.
A Land Cruiser. I can probably look at a Land Cruiser. I know I've driven the 4Runner.
Have you checked the price of the Land Cruiser?
And that's why I'm going for the 4Runner.
Yeah, they're up there. They're capable vehicles.
But going back to your story,
I had the S2000, but I had never driven it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I had gotten so good at it that like there's something called a clipping point where it's called the apex. So you go if there's a lane like this, you're gonna go outside and then you start turning in to the inside. Then you hit the apex, the peak of the turn, and then you pull out to the outside lane, right? So in the same sense of drifting, like if you kick back and you clutch kick it, downshift, and then you gun it, then you just pull right past it, right? Mm-hmm. So in this car, I did not know it had this wonky differential, and they're known for something called snap oversteer. So what happens is, it started off really cool, because right before that turn, there was a bank right next to it. And the bank had an incline entrance, right? So I came up this way, I drifted it 180, J-turn, and then I took off, right? So then when I feinted it, and then when I kicked it sideways, right when I hit the gas, the damn thing snapped backwards like this.
Go.
Yeah, so because I was counter steering, I was trying to clutch kick it so it would grab the rear, right? Mm-hmm. So because I was clutching it, all I see is the tree, and I'm just like, oh, like here it comes, and I'm still trying, and then boom, I hit it. It crushed the side of the car. Matter of fact, I split the frame on the other end. Mm-hmm. That's how hard I hit the tree, and then the roof, because it was convertible, it bent down from the tree. So when I went like this, that's what split my head open. So, but the door pushed the steering wheel over like this. Yeah. But because I was like this, that could have been my hand crushed. Yeah. You know what I mean? And because I was clutch kicking, it pinned my legs between the door and the transmission. I lucked out. Yeah. It was nuts. It was until I went to go pick up the car from the pound, and they saw all the blood in there that they were like, "Did he survive?" And my buddy was like, "He's right there," and I was like, I guess I could have died.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
man. See, I've never had like where I've crashed into a tree or like a rollover.
Oh yeah.
But that's probably something that, man. Like,
Yeah, no, it's not fun.
I mean, I can imagine.
Yeah.
But it's like it's something where it's like I just can't imagine like going through that and just thinking of like and seeing like you said, seeing the vehicle from outside and be
Demolished.
like, you're like, yo, I was in that. Like,
Yeah.
how am I alive?
Well, my thing was just I crashed the car, like this beautiful, gorgeous, amazing car. That's what I wasn't even concerned
you
about
even
myself.
think-
No, but I
That's
called-
how much he loves his car.
I love my cars. So I called my friends and I was like, "Hey, dude, I crashed the car," and they're like, "Nah." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm right down the road." So then 4 cars pull up with like 6 of my friends, and they're like, "Dude, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." It was like just the car. The car's messed up, and they're like, "No, are you okay?" And it was like, "No, I'm not. The car." And then I was like this, and I was like, "Just these dang gnats." And they're like, "Dude, those are gnats." And then I went like this.
It's just the blood, man.
Yeah, just pouring down my face, dude. And I had this shirt. It was a white shirt, and it was just covered in blood. Yeah.
Dude, I would have been freaking out. the only scars I have on my face is one. I mean, it's all kid. I never really gashed anything when I was like a teenager.
Not even when you boxed?
Nah, man, like that. Like, okay, so when I did that, my parents didn't know. I forged their signatures.
Oh!
I forged their signatures. So my coach hated it. I would block only my face. Because I just didn't want no evidence, you know what I mean? So I always had my body like vulnerable, you know what I mean? So that's where I got hit the most. But my face was always pristine.
they can't see the bruises because I take a shower and I put on a shirt.
Exactly. But no, like mine was when I was a kid. I think maybe like 5, not 5, I'm probably like 7. I was swinging. You know, there's 2 chairs next to it, but there's a gap. You grab them and you're swinging. Every kid has done that. But the chairs weren't sturdy or hold on to anything, so the chairs just went boom, and I went face first to the ground. So I busted my whole lip open from down to chin. The other scar I have, and it's like very tiny. You can't really tell. You have to like really look
I
at
see
it.
it. Yeah.
That's when I was like maybe 1 to 2 years old, and that was my cousins.
Primos.
Yeah, they had one cousin. I won't say their name. He had a bike, and then they had a little red wagon, right? So they strapped it together. So my cousin was pulling the little.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
And because that handle, it's good for steering.
Right, it is. So my cousin strapped his bike to the handle of the red wagon, put me on the red wagon, and then he's just like, he's all, but yeah, and then but he braked, and then he didn't think for some reason. I guess I don't know what they were thinking. Like the red wagon was gonna stop with him, but no, I kept going. Hits his bike, but flings up and just flings my 2-year-old ass, and then boom, I got like a little gash right here in my head. But
I think if we can't talk about all my scars because it's gonna be like a whole podcast. But I guess the one that I have that might be a little similar to yours is the one that I have right here. It actually was right here, but I grew, right?
Yeah.
So it's not down here.
He grew.
I kind of.
You can tell by how many inches away.
Well, my head got bigger. So it stretched it out. But I had this tendency when I was a kid that I could not sit still. I had to be doing something. And then of course I didn't listen to the rules ever. So I was supposed to have my seatbelt on, and we were driving from Chicago. And my tia was like, "Hey, you need to sit your ass down. Quit jumping on the seat," because I was in the back jumping, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, "You need to sit down."
Mhm.
I was like, "Nope, kept jumping." So she brake checked me, and I flew down underneath the driver's seat, and I hit the seat rack, the rail, and it busted me open, dude. And I was like pouring out blood. I got, dude. Forget it. Man. I got so many scars and broken bones and. That is ridiculous.
But you want to go back to Salomon's shop so we can
Yeah.
Say goodbye. All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
Later.
Thank you for watching Pulse. Again, like and subscribe. We're gonna put everything, all of Solomon's information under the banner. All the info is gonna be available. You have to book your appointment with him. So when the time comes and you want to look fresh, make sure you book it first and then come in. Thanks for watching
go.
Pulse.